wanna be next to you.
This island called Millennium Island for the celebrations that you're looking at now. It's a Micronesian celebration of hope. You're looking at a very traditional celebration going on there. That's one of the wonderful things about our coverage. You're going to see things that are very traditional like this, very modern. This is an ancient ceremony going on Millennium Island by the Micronesian people who live there. The Micronesians are from the very small islands in this Pacific area. The claps are part of their chant, and the song that they're singing is a song asking for unity in the new millennium.
And they apparently have it, because they are now unified. They're all together dancing and chanting, and it is now 2000. It's January 1st, the year 2000, on the island of Kiribati. And you're now seeing the pictures there, the first pictures of the millennium.
All right.
En Nueva Zelanda, el primer lugar del planeta que tiene el privilegio de recibir el año 2000. Son poco más de las 6 de la mañana en la costa este de los Estados Unidos, las 3 de la madrugada en la costa oeste, es la medianoche en la ciudad de Auckland, en Nueva Zelanda. La ciudad conocida como la ciudad de los veleros, porque uno de cada 6 de los residentes de Auckland es dueño de una embarcación. Es además la ciudad más grande de Nueva Zelanda, con una población de un poco más de 1 millón de habitantes. Vean los fuegos artificiales. Para dar la bienvenida al año nuevo, un grupo de paracaidistas se lanzaron de 12.000 pies de altura sobre el Océano Pacífico para ser ellos los primeros en presenciar.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. just in case they can't, there's an army of surf lifesavers here. Belinda, it's a massive effort by a lot of volunteers to just keep this place safe, isn't it?
It is. It's very hectic here tonight. I think half of Brisbane's here, so we're being kept very busy.
Is it so far so good? Everybody behaving themselves? No major incidents?
Most people, not too much around the pool, but a few first aid cases we've had to attend to.
Tremendous. I think the fireworks, of course, signal New Year's. Any special resolutions for you?
Behave myself.
And are you a Queenslander? Is this home for you?
Yes, it is.
And is it a nice special build-up? You've been here working around South Bank Parklands now for a couple of years. A lot of changes here, a lot of money being spent to upgrade it and make it more accessible for Queenslanders. Exciting place to work?
Yes, definitely. I think anything's exciting at this time of year, and we're an establishment like this.
As you can hear, it's all happening here in Brisbane. We might have had to wait an hour or so, but we're right into it.
Looking at the fireworks there at the banks of the Brisbane River from the vantage of South Bank.
Lights have just been dimmed here on the grounds of Dojoji Temple now that we're into the final seconds of 1999 here in Japan. You can hear the crowd getting extremely excited. They've got 5,000 steel balloons prepared here with wishes attached to what they want to come to the new millennium. Here comes the countdown now. Let's listen in.
Even saw some live pictures of that. It gets YouTube in Tokyo, looking at a bunch there.
And there you have it, the New Year introduction. Hashimashite Medical Gozaimasu, as they say here in Japanese, or Happy New Year from Japan. What you just heard was the ringing of a massive bell. As you can see behind me now, Tokyo Tower is also in some brilliant colors. It's got a 2000 sign on it, a 2000 sign also adorning the main temple of Zojoji Temple here. You can see the balloons heading off into the atmosphere. 5,000 balloons were prepared for this occasion. They're clear plastic balloons that we're told are friendly for the atmosphere, and as I said, they're containing these little messages, personal wishes from the Japanese that set them off. We spoke to some people earlier on. Some said they were simply wishing for good entrance exams, good results for entrance exams next year. Others, of course, making wishes for better prosperity, better times for the Japanese economy, which, as you know, has been going through some difficult times. In any case, absolute excitement here as Japan welcomes the new millennium.
25 minutos por...
Ipakita natin sa buong mundo ang pagsalubong ng sambayanang Pilipino sa bagong milenyo. 20 seconds to go and counting.
'Acionou e acendeu ali uma
Y aquí viene inmediatamente el conteo, están a punto de recibir el nuevo año. Un año más cumplido para otro país. Nos unimos al festejo, nos unimos a la alegría de ese país. Y dan envidia, de verdad, da mucho gusto estar dentro de un estudio con tanta gente linda compartiendo, transmitiendo, pero también de envidia de la voz de estar viendo tantas celebraciones, tantos juegos especiales, no dan ganas de estar en la calle festejando. Bueno, los que nos quedamos en casita, nos hacen favor de acompañarnos.
Oye, no ha habido una celebración sin fuegos artificiales. Yo creo que todo el mundo es fuegos artificiales.
Hasta que dentro del estudio hemos tenido juegos, ¿verdad? Entre flautas y efectos especiales hemos aquí tenido cosas espectaculares.
La gente feliz de que no pase nada y de que llegó.
Así es, nos faltan muchos países todavía por llegar al nivel, algunos que todavía siguen nerviosos con todo el asunto de las computadoras. Cuando la gente se ha alegrado muchísimo de estar esperando este año, el sentimiento de extranjera, tenemos cosas muy lindas, muy buenas.
Square, and there is also a huge crowd at Tverskaya Street. There are two big celebrations in Moscow tonight. Everything in Russia is concerned with politics, so there's one party that's being run by the city and another party that's being run by the national government, and that's the one you're looking at right now behind me.
And there you, of course, see the very center of the cathedral that was built in the 16th century by the order of Ivan, sometimes known as Ivan the Terrible. There are actually 9 domes there in the cathedral, and each one a separate church, and there the Kremlin standing on top of one of Moscow's 7 hills. The sense of history in this place and very deeply troubled history sometimes more is extraordinary.
It has been a day of dramatic events.
It is extraordinary, and I was talking with one of my colleagues, an old friend of yours, our cameraman Max, who just a few moments ago said, never in my life could I imagine that there would be such a wild, wide-open, democratic, free-speech kind of celebration as there is tonight here in Moscow.
Midnight in Moscow.
Happy New Year, Peter.
Happy New Year to you, Mark.
People are expected to turn out to see the fireworks and pyrotechnics going off throughout the area around Red Square. There also a great celebration. This is the area that is the traditional celebration point for events in Moscow. This was also a dramatic day in terms of events for that city.
Russia was one of the countries people were very concerned about when it came to Y2K problems, but best we can tell from reporting around Russia, the telephone and electricity grid, certainly up in Vladivostok on the Pacific coast, defy all of the Y2K doomsayers and remained in operation in the first century. No problem throughout Siberia, no problem throughout the Urals, or many of Russia's nuclear weapons. So have you seen sometimes called Manger Square. It was until several months ago an enormous parking lot for trucks and buses. And most of the north, of course, there were Muslims and Christians who lived there.
a little bit further south, Lagos in Nigeria. Party, something of a dance party underway in Lagos. This is a square, probably called the New Capital.
And on the left-hand side of the screen, you see a picture of St. Peter's Square there, where the Pope, as you mentioned earlier, is going to be talking to those assembled in the world, offering his vision of the century.
An important message to him. This has been, of course, an interesting political year for Nigeria.
A rich and culturally diverse society in its own right, about 114 million people or so.
Midnight, and as that begins, the River of Fire will extend right up the Thames River. As we say, the crowds are very thick, the mood is very anticipatory. This should be quite something to see.
Let us assure you that this, in fact, is the case. In fact, they claim that this is such a elaborate demonstration of the pyrotechnic power that you can even see this from space. It's 39 tons of fireworks, all operated by remote control, and you can see on the River Thames.
Habrá macumberos vestidos de blanco para adorar al Dios del mar. 20 segundos.
Larry King in Los Angeles. It's midnight, approaching in the Western Hemisphere. The first city to get it, major city, is Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Copacabana Beach. There is the scene. It's summer in Brazil, and it's 5 seconds to go. Let's watch together.
7, 6, 5, 4,
2000 has arrived in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and in the Western Hemisphere. There you see the celebration in one of the world's beautiful cities. What a day this has been. CNN brilliantly, I think, has covered this. We're going to check in momentarily with Charles Huey, who is on the scene in Rio de Janeiro. There's the fireworks going off at Copacabana Beach. Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, 2000 has arrived. Charles Huey, where are you and what's happening?
Larry, I'm standing in the sun here on the Copacabana Beach, and the third millennium, Larry, has arrived in the Americas. This is the scene. Fireworks overhead, beautiful fireworks in the colors of the Brazilian flag of yellow and green. This is supposed to go on for about 18 minutes before it finally finishes in a 20,000 shell explosion of gold and silver and white shells. 2 million, perhaps as many as 2 million people are on the beach here. They're saying it could be 3 million, 5 million overall in Brazil on beaches here. Tourists, Brazilians alike. They call them karaokes. This is a country that is celebrating what it hopes will be a new birth of its economy in the new millennium. Brazil has long been considered a third world country, but the president of Brazil told me today he hopes this New Year's marks the end of that, and this country will go to become a modern country. This is still a country, though, where most of the people earn only 165 reals a month. That's about the equivalent of 75 US dollars. So here's the scene. This party is expected to go on all night long. Larry?
Thanks, Charles. There's the scene in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil.
Argentina. Empezó el tercer milenio en nuestro país.
otros países veíamos en Nueva York pérdidas de algunas zonas para estar ya vamos a empezar a contar.
Tienes toda la razón.
Where the 2x2 celebration is. International people from all the world, and they are out on the deck of the Olympic Place to watch these fireworks. Here comes the count, Peter. On the building,
trabajo y esperanza que solamente con la unidad podremos llevar a cabo.
Bueno, pues es muy importante mencionar que ahorita estamos escuchando las campanadas, 12 campanadas de la catedral, una hermosa catedral que tenemos aquí enfrente. Y bueno, pues es emocionante ver también estas luces que están programadas, luces robóticas, Fernando de la Mora, que ya acabo de cantar, esas luces robóticas que están ahorita en los cielos, cruzándose. ¿Sabías tú que por internet los pueden diseñar sus luces?
Sí, esto es obra de un ingeniero muy joven, mexicano obviamente, y él a través de internet se ha manifestado con la alegría a través de las luces del nuevo año, del nuevo milenio.
Muy bien, pues ya estamos recibiendo el nuevo año, el nuevo milenio. Veamos todas estas campanas espectaculares, enormes, con las 12 campanadas precisamente, como le decíamos, de la catedral para recibirlo. Y vamos todo el mundo con el México, tan público, ¿verdad?
Es lo que nos identifica a los mariachis, la alegría, el integrar nuestra identidad nacional muy adentro del corazón.
Calgary, the left screen, Edmonton, the right screen. CTV is sending this picture on our consortium that's going worldwide. Let's see the clock. Let's see the clock. It's close.
25 Paris Eiffel Tower, because I think this is just such a spectacular display, unlike anything down the strip. So enjoy as we count down to the year 2000, 25 seconds from now.
City, the countdown with it.
Maybe we should get quiet. San Francisco.
Ya le ha crecido la barba ya desde que empezó en la mañana. Vamos,
es que es de verdad
fuerza.
Mi barba.
Aquí viene nuestra Cenicienta que dejó el zapato de cristal en la casa del hermano. Vamos a ver, quedan 48 segundos. Ahí los 614.000 habitantes de Anchorage van a celebrar la llegada del milenio con mucho frío. Ahí tocando el tambor. Vamos que estamos en este momento con prácticamente medio minuto. Estamos en vivo mostrando desde Alaska. Saben que la población de origen indígena o esquimal es muy similar a los hispanos, pero se besan diferente. Ya les voy a mostrar cómo se besan después.
Es darle la bienvenida al 2000 y ahí vamos.
Ahí estamos. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ahí estamos en vivo. Parte de la población es esquimal, que dicen que llegaron a estas tierras 4.000 años atrás desde Siberia. Esta es una hora muy especial. La madre naturaleza recrea el ambiente ártico. El ambiente está protagonizado por esquimales. Los esquimales paneles, translúcidos de hielo y efectos de luces especiales. Verdaderos icebergs cambian de posición entre un lugar a otro, mientras los fuegos artificiales le dicen a Alaska que están recibiendo el año 2000, que Alaska entra al tercer milenio. Esta gente que se dedica principalmente al petróleo, a la pesca, a la minería. Alaska es conocida como la última frontera. Saludamos a estos 20.000 hispanos que están entre esos 614.000 habitantes de Alaska, recibiendo con alegría esta fiesta que les dice que llegó el año 2000.
And they're now within seconds, as we understand it, of their midnight, our final midnight. After traversing, circumnavigating the globe, midnight by midnight by midnight. And once again, fire is the symbol. Cleansing it's got something to do with. What of? You make up your own mind.